Hello and welcome. And thank you for taking the time to learn about our restoration and sealing process. We use several different type of sealers. Depends on the type of stones that we are treating, the density, and whether it's a concrete paver or if it's a natural stone like a bluestone or a marble paver. We don't use one sealer fit them all. We use specific sealers for specific applications. And it also depends on the customer's liking, whether it's going to be a natural finish where the color of the stones does not get changed, or if it's a color enhancement. Some sealers are coating sealers that mostly used on concrete pavers, but on natural stones we have to use penetrating sealers because you don't want to create a film over the stones that might weather or wear uniformly throughout the patio or the area that's being sealed. As part of a sealing process, we also offer color enhancement for your pavers. We can make your pavers in a total different color, solid color, or we can enhance the color with a translucent color variations. We can add a tint of color to the sealer and bring back some of the faded pavers, still keeping the same variations of colors as when they were new. And then again, we use specific products for specific applications. Concrete pavers are treated with the one type of sealer, and natural stones, if they are color enhanced, we use a total different type of a sealer for natural stones. As part of our sealing service, we also offer indoor tiles and grout restoration for your kitchen floor, bathroom, or shower. We can seal the existing grout or change the color to a total different new color and seal it. This will prevent the grout from getting dirty and stay cleaner for a much longer time. And it also prevents from absorbing the water and the deteriorate. As far as the grout or the joint sand that we use in between the pavers before it's sealed, we have our own line of sand. This sand is manufactured in Italy. It's a naturally colored sand. There's no coating. And we have 5 different colors with the white. We also have a gray. And we have black. We also have beige and a mixed color of beige and grays, which is probably the most popular sand that we use. Like I said, this sands are naturally in color. They're not coated. They're like a coated sand that will not absorb the sealer. These sand are manufactured in sizes between 0.4 to 0.8 millimeters, are perfectly sized to fit in the gaps between the joints of the stones. They're crushed and washed, and in many applications, depends on the type of sealer that we use, we'll mix the sands with a resin powder that in contact with liquids, which is the sealer, will get very hard, much harder than a polymetic sand, and or the sands will get hard if applied with the urethane sealer. So it depends on the application that we're doing. We might mix the resins with the sand, or we might not.
And this is the process where we mix the joint sand with the resin. We let it mix for about 15 minutes. This will bond the sand and the resin together. We use an electrical power mixer, and then we use the sand to fill up the joints of our paving jobs. And the sealing process of the stone and the patio starts with a good pressure washing. We use hot water pressure washing machine to remove any debris between the joints and the surface of the patio. And after the pavers are dried for a day or two, we apply dry joint sand in this case to fill the joints of the pavers. And then the sand gets swept in between the joints. We make sure the joints are filled up to the surface. And then we vibrate the sand with a special machine. This machine has rubber rollers to prevent the scratching of the stones. And we do that a few times until the joints are all totally filled up to the top. And this is the application of the sealer. We are doing the second coat. The first coat was used to penetrate the sand, and that would allow the sand to get very hard. And once it's all completed, we'll vacuum any debris that fell into the pool, clean up the fans, or fix any flower beds.